It's funny now when I look back, but it wasn't funny then. I was coming out of the chow hall, and I remember I was greeted by a couple of homies, and they was like, Rick Rock, you got a new homie that just hit the yard. I'm like, where he at? They said, he over there talking to your other homeboy from your neighborhood. I said, all right, cool. But I'm looking, they across the yard, and I'm looking, I see the guy with the tight jeans on. This before skinny jeans was even popular. And he had this afro that's natural, and he had it in the ponytail. And I'm looking like, I see the homie, but where's the homie that they say from my hood, you know, the other homie from the hood that just hit the line? So I make my way over there, greet the homeboy, what's up, homie? You know, do the little handshake, the little hug, half hug shake. He goes, Rock, I'm gonna introduce you to the homeboy, Ty Dow. I look, I say, you talking about him right here? He like, yeah. I had my glasses on. I used to always wear my Lokes, my black sunglasses. I took my glasses off. I looked at him. I said, not while I'm on this yard. I say, homie, man, I said, we ain't letting this happen, homie. This ain't going down like that. You know, I was young. I probably was 18, 19-year-old at the time. And I didn't know the game that I was playing was, you know, when you young, you know, you still got that youngster strength, but these is grown men. He had to been in his 30s at the time. The homie Larry had to probably been in his 40s at the time. So the homie pulled me to the side. He like, Rock, he a rider, man. You know what I'm saying? He a homosexual, but, you know what I'm saying, that's his preference. He's still with the homies. I'm like, I don't care about none of that, homie. I don't care about nothing you talking about. While I'm on his yard, he can't bang the set. He can't bang the hood. And I ain't got nothing against gay people. Let's get that out the way right now. We talking about when I was 19 years old, turned up, and ready for all the problems, all the drama, all that. So back to the story. I'm like, man, that's not fit to happen while I'm on the yard. So the dude, Ty Dow, he hear me and the homie talking, so he come over and he say, hey, you know what, homie? I respect your wishes. You know what I'm saying? And while I'm on this yard with you, I'm gonna lead a set out my mouth. I'm just doing my thing. I don't want no problems. I'm just here to do my time, right? I was cool with that. So this was my first time seeing this dude. As time went on, as time went by, coming to find out, this was one of the most ruthless dudes that was in the county jail when he was in there doing his time in the county. The stories that I heard about this dude, this was later on, you know, down the line. I didn't know that this dude that I was, you know, telling that he couldn't bang the set, this dude that I had a problem with, he must have spared me that day, and he must have spared me while I was on that yard, because I was a youngster and I was a rider from the neighborhood, and I guess he just gave me a pass based on that. But man, the stories that I heard, he was knocking people out. He had put candy bars on them while he done knocked them out, took they little, you know, took they backside from them and all that. This is the stories that I heard about this dude. So when you be judging books by their cover just because a person's preference and how their lifestyle is, you better be careful. Some of y'all, because I seen some on the internet earlier, this what made me bring this video up. Some of y'all got to be careful, because some of these dudes, they still are men, they still are dudes, they just happen to live a different lifestyle than the one that you live. So anyway, after I heard all these vicious stories about him, and then he went to another yard. And I heard he was over there pushing the cold line, and I couldn't believe it. Like, how is he pushing this line? Why none of the homies ain't got off on him yet? Like, how is he able to even walk and push like this? But I wasn't having it when he was on the yard with me. Now, years go down the line. That's the end of Ty Dow story. Ty Dow, you know what I'm saying? He was with all the crazy stuff. He was gay. So anyway, I go to Corcoran State Prison. I'm in my cell. Just get there. I see this dude. He got his shirt off, got his muscles. He had a little size on him. His name was Tex. He was an older dude. They called him Tex because he was from Texas. He was a porter. Now, we're on a level 4, 180 yard. You really don't get to come out your cell other than using the phone, taking a shower, and I think we got yard back at this time every other day, right? So anyway, Tex, big old country fed dude, bigger than all the dudes, one of those kind of dudes that you really didn't want to get into it with, because if you had a problem with him, it was going to be a hard squabble, a hard one to win. One day, I hear, get down, which is the guards. You can hear the banging and rumbling, boom, 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 boom. And them doors in them prisons, they make a loud noise once you bump against them. knock against them, anything, they make a loud noise. It'll wake the whole tier up. We in pods. So the police, they come up in there, you can hear the pepper spray. Shh. I tell my celly, I say, man, Tex up in there putting hands on his celly, right? The police bring out the guy, which was a homosexual dude. Dude stood about 6'2", 6'3", and he had a little size on him. He was a real quiet dude. And every time you see him out on the yard at the punching bag, he be out there fighting that punching bag, doing his karate kicks. But when he go visit his family on Sundays, he like a regular dude. But anyway, the police drag the homosexual dude out there, right? They got him in handcuffs. He come out there first. So, remind you, when the police came to the cell, they said, get down. And they told one of them, come from under the bed, come from up under the bed. Right? So I guess whoever was, winning the fight was punching the dude so hard, he ran him up under the bed. So when they handcuffed the homosexual out and took him out of the cell, I hear the police still say, cuff him up under the bed, cuff him up under the bed. I say, man, I know that wasn't Tex. Man, Tex cuffed him up under that bed. The police drug Tex out, and when I tell you, it looked like Tex been in a fight with raccoons, squirrels, possums, and everything else. This was the first time that I witnessed, when I was in jail, a regular guy, muscled out the game, one of those guys that didn't nobody want no problems with. This was the first time I seen a regular straight guy get whooped by a homosexual. I didn't physically see it with my eyes, but I heard one of them police said, come from under that bed. So I was watching something earlier today on my YouTube channel, and they was talking about that. And I said, man, I done been in some situations, bruh, where those guys that we thought because they was living a different lifestyle, that they was soft, they wasn't soft. They was actually worser than some of the dudes that's supposed to be gangsters. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Go.